I want to show you something real quick. In this video, I'm going to walk you through things a lot of Ford truck and SUV owners do without even thinking twice about them. And every single one of them can quietly wreck your truck before it even hits 150,000 miles. Here's the part that gets people. Your truck might feel totally fine right now. No warning light on the dash, no weird noise, no smoke, nothing that makes you think, uh-oh. But underneath all that, some of these habits are already working against your engine, your transmission, your suspension, your brakes. And by the time you actually notice something's wrong, the damage is usually already done. So stick with me, because I guarantee at least one of these is something you're doing right now without realizing it. Mistake number 1, treating the transmission like it never needs attention. This is probably the biggest one I see. So many owners figure, well, it's shifting fine, so there's nothing to worry about, and they just never think about the transmission fluid again. Ever. Here's the thing though, that fluid doesn't last forever. It's dealing with heat, friction, towing loads, stop-and-go traffic, hard acceleration, all of it. Over time, it just breaks down. It gets darker, dirtier, and it stops protecting the parts inside like it should. And the annoying part is, it doesn't announce itself right away. First, the shifts feel a little delayed. Then maybe you feel a small bump changing gears. Then it starts hunting between gears. And eventually, it's slipping or jerking, and you're not talking about a simple fluid service anymore. You're talking about a very expensive repair. If you tow, haul, sit in traffic a lot, or drive somewhere hot, this matters even more for you. So don't assume it's sealed for life just because nobody told you otherwise. Check your owner's manual, keep an eye on the fluid, and if your truck works hard, service it sooner rather than later. A fluid change is nothing compared to replacing the whole transmission. Mistake number 2, brushing off a small coolant leak. This one can wreck an engine slowly and then all at once. A lot of guys see a few drops under the truck and just think, probably nothing. The level's only a little low, the truck's not overheating, so it still feels fine. But that's exactly why this one's dangerous. Coolant leaks rarely start big and dramatic. Usually it's a slow seep, a hose, the water pump, a thermostat housing, maybe a plastic fitting. Looks harmless at first, but that coolant is literally what keeps your engine's temperature in check. Let the level drop too low, and your engine can overheat. And once it overheats badly, that changes everything. Warped surfaces, blown gaskets, internal leaks. A 10-minute fix turns into a full engine job. And here's the scary part. Overheating doesn't always give you a nice long warning. Sometimes that gauge climbs fast, especially under load, on a hot day, or going up a hill. So if you smell coolant, see it under the truck, or you're constantly topping off the reservoir, don't ignore it. Chase that leak down early. A cheap coolant repair now beats a massive engine bill later. Mistake number 3, using four-wheel drive the wrong way. Four-wheel drive is one of the best things about these trucks. It gives you confidence and control when the roads turn bad. But use it wrong, and you're just creating stress you don't need. Some people leave it engaged because they figure more traction is always better. Others run 4H on dry pavement because it just feels safer. Problem is, four-wheel drive isn't built to be used the same way in every condition. On dry pavement, certain 4WD settings can actually cause binding, extra resistance in the drivetrain that your transfer case, differential, axles, and tires all have to fight against. You won't feel it happen. There's no light for it. But that stress adds up over time, and eventually it turns into premature wear and drivetrain repairs you didn't see coming. Four-wheel drive isn't the problem. Using the wrong mode on the wrong surface is. Dry road, normal conditions? Stick with two-wheel drive or the auto setting your model recommends. Snow, mud, ice, loose gravel? That's when you switch it over. Ford gave you these modes to use like tools, not to leave set on one setting forever. Mistake number 4, towing without respecting the heat. Towing is where these trucks really show off, but it's also where weak maintenance habits catch up with you the fastest. When you're towing, everything works harder. The engine, the transmission, the cooling system, the brakes, even your tires and suspension. And the number one enemy in all of that is heat. Transmission heat, engine heat, brake heat, differential heat. That's what turns a normal part into a worn-out part. Some guys hook up a trailer and just drive like nothing changed. Same speed, same braking, same everything. Then they can't figure out why stuff wears out early. If you tow often, you've got to think about it differently. Use tow/haul mode. Don't overload the truck. Watch your tire pressure. Keep your cooling system in good shape. Leave yourself more room to stop. And don't ignore temperature warnings. Deal with them before they turn serious. Your rear differential and transfer case fluids matter here too, if you're working the truck hard. These trucks are capable, no doubt. But capable doesn't mean bulletproof. Tow the right way, and it'll last. Tow carelessly, and you'll shorten its life fast. Mistake number 5. Putting cheap tires on an expensive truck. This one gets overlooked more than people realize. Somebody drops serious money on an F-150, a Super Duty, an Explorer, a Bronco, an Expedition, and then throws the cheapest tires they can find on it. That's a mistake, plain and simple. Tires affect almost everything about how your truck drives. Braking distance, ride quality, fuel economy, handling, towing stability, wet road grip, road noise, even how fast your suspension wears out. Get the wrong tires, and a good truck can start to feel bad. Too aggressive for regular driving? More noise, worse fuel economy. Too heavy? Acceleration and braking suffer. Wrong load rating? Towing gets unsafe. Not balanced right? Your suspension takes the hit through vibration. And if you throw on oversized tires without recalibrating anything, your speedometer, your shift points, your fuel economy readings, none of it's accurate anymore. You don't need the most expensive tires out there. You need the right tires for how you actually drive. Mostly highway miles? Get tires built for that. Towing a lot? Pay attention to load rating. Off-roading? Find something that handles that without killing your everyday comfort. Tires aren't just rubber. They're the only part of your truck actually touching the road. Mistake number 6. Ignoring brake vibration and little suspension noises. This is where a lot of expensive repairs quietly begin. A little shake when you brake. A small clunk over bumps. A slight pull to one side. The steering wheel shaking a bit at highway speed. Most owners brush these off because, hey, the truck still drives. But small symptoms are usually early warnings. Brake vibration can mean warped rotors or worn components. A clunk could be ball joints, control arms, sway bar links, shocks, tie rods. A small steering issue turns into uneven tire wear, which turns into an alignment problem, and before you know it, several parts are worn out at once. The longer it sits, the more it spreads, and this matters even more on a heavier truck or SUV because that extra weight punishes weak suspension and brake parts faster than it would on a small car. So if your Ford starts shaking, clunking, pulling, or grinding, don't just turn the radio up and hope it goes away. Get it checked early. A small suspension fix now is way better than a full front-end rebuild later. Mistake number 7. Using the wrong oil, or pushing oil changes way too far. Modern Ford engines are strong, but they're also a lot more complicated than the old ones. Turbochargers, variable valve timing, direct injection, tight tolerances. Oil quality actually matters a lot here. Oil isn't just there to lubricate. It cools things, cleans things, protects things. When it gets old or dirty or too thin, that protection drops off fast. Some people stretch their oil changes because the truck's still running fine. Others just grab whatever's cheapest. Others forget that hard driving, city stuff, short trips, towing, dust, heat, cold starts, idling, all make that oil work a lot harder than normal. If your Ford has a turbo, this matters even more. Those things spin insanely fast and deal with serious heat, and neglected oil can shorten a turbo's life and speed up engine wear. So use the right oil spec for your truck, stick to the service schedule, and if your driving is hard on the vehicle, don't push it to the absolute limit. Saving a few bucks on an oil change isn't worth it if it costs you an engine or a turbo down the road.